Hi, this is Amin. First of all, I'm really sorry I haven't been active for like 4 and 5 days. I don't know. There was some stuff that I had to do. Yeah, you may be wondering why I'm talking English. Because I had an idea. I thought I would make a playlist on my YouTube channel just for talking English. In that playlist, I will record some videos talking English only because I would like to talk to some English audience too. I'm not just going to focus on fellow Persian people. Not fellow, I don't know, maybe fellow. So, I was actually searching for questions that people may ask about Iran, like, in Google or stuff, like, why is Iran so blah blah blah? You know what I mean. I was searching for that, and then I found an article on Quora, which was, what do you think about Iran and Iranian people? It was an interesting article, so I just clicked on it and I started reading some parts of it, and there was some really, really interesting stuff in these comments. So I'm just going to read these comments and I will try to tell you the truth about them. They're mostly true, but they have some problems and there are some questions that they would like to know, and yeah, I will try to answer them. So let's just start. So first, Mr. Son Solomon from Liberty University. Growing up in the 80s, just a 4-hour drive to Washington, D.C., I was taught by the media that Iran or Iranians were the evil enemies of my country. So yeah, 40 years ago, as you know, in Iran, we had a revolution, changing the Pahlavi regime to Islamic Republic of Iran. Stupid name. When that happened, as you know, we somehow declared war against America, Israel, England, and so many other European countries, because we had some problems. Those problems were caused by imperialism, I think they call it. Imperialism of these countries. They were just, I don't know, taking our oil and stuff and gases, I don't know, some stupid natural stuff that I don't really care, but yeah, they are really important for the country. So we did all that stuff and that made us the evils. I have actually been considering going to Iran to do some volunteer teaching work this summer. There have been many glowing reports from both Americans and other Westerners who have vacationed there recently. I have also tried to randomly select and add about 30 Iranian Facebook users. I was hoping to build bridges between us by starting a dialogue and friendship. You can add me. I'm here. One person did accept. None of the others even saw the request because, Iran had banned some of the sites like Facebook, Twitter, even YouTube, and we need VPNs to just use them. So that's a lot of trouble, man. And also, in order to have a VPN, you need to purchase a good VPN, okay? And in order to do that, you need to have an international card for purchasing international stuff. But because of sanctions, we can't do that. So in order to buy an VPN, we need to just do so many illegal stuff, man. It's just so stupid. Until later, I found out the government had stopped Facebook. Yeah, he said it. There is a YouTube video from a Dateline NBC segment in which Matt Lauer, I think, is walking around the streets of Tehran and asking Iranians what they thought of Americans. They all had positive things to say, but who knows? This was a lefty reporter. He probably edited all the crazy shit out. Also, now may not be the right time for a young, hot-blooded American man baby like myself to go to Iran. A few days ago, as promised, President Trump pulled the US out of the historic multinational nuclear deal that we made with Iran under Obama. So this is from 2018, and yeah, this stuff happened 3 years ago. Like, US sanctions will also be reinstated on Iran. Yeah, they did, and this raises a lot of tensions with many nations affected by Trump's decision. Trump has always been a strong opposer of the Iran deal, stating that it is not beneficial at all for anyone but Iran. Living here is hard, man. Trump has always been a strong opposer of the Iran. Trump also has sources that indicate Iran has been the main financial backer of the brutal regimes in the conflicts of Syria and Yemen. I probably shouldn't talk about this stuff in YouTube video, maybe. I don't know. They will catch me and kill me if I talk too much, so I will shut up. To finally answer the question, Iranian people, from everything I have seen and heard, Iranians are just like any other people. They have families, they have jobs, they laugh, they smile, they hurt, they cry, they eat, they drink, and they sleep, as they live out their human experience as citizens of the planet Earth. And the majority of Iranian citizens, when surveyed, said that they had no problem at all with America. It is the extremists that make it seem that way. Exactly. Iran is an Islamic theocracy. Islam is not a religion. It is a religion. How is it not a religion? It is a political ideology with one mission: world domination. I don't know about that. It is a religion, and it has like some ideologies behind it, but it's not world domination. It's a religion, man. It do whatever other religions do, like Christianity. You know, our condition now is like the condition of the churches in medieval times. We just went back in time 40 years ago when we revolution. I want to read some more of these comments. Let's read Bryden Walsh, teacher, historian, and writer. My hair looks just crazy, man. Okay, I love Iran. Great start. But I don't. So I'm sorry. Its history, its distinctive culture, language, traditions. I love its history, yeah. I don't like its culture too much. Its language is okay. I mean, it's one of the greatest languages in the world. Persian language, you know, it's one of the oldest and one of the ancient languages that humanity have ever created. And traditions. Its wonderful landscapes, I agree, geography, mountains, and its poetry. Yes, some of them are really great, man. I'm impressed by the great Persian philosophers and poets. Persian's music is wonderful and expressive, especially the traditional Persian folk and classical music. Yeah, exactly. Iranians are well educated, people with a great understanding of their culture and historical achievement and some pride in the modern nation. Man, I don't want that historical achievements and that pride. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, we have it, the great Kurosh in our history, you know, like, I don't know, 10,000 years ago, we had a great empire, and yeah, the half of the world was for Iranians and Persians. Some people are like still proud of that ancient empire, I mean, yeah, it was great, and I'm really proud of that. But yeah, it wasn't something that I achieved. It was something that my ancestors achieved. I don't even know if they were my ancestors. My ancestors may be one of the Chinese people. I don't know. I look like Chinese. You know, we have some stuff like patriotism or those stuff. I don't really like them, to be honest, because I believe people should be proud of something that they have achieved it themselves. I mean, I will be proud if I got an A plus, or A plus is something that in foreign countries they grade you with. We Iranians, our grades are between 0 and 20, and yeah, if we get 20, it's like A plus. I don't know why I'm explaining this stuff. If I got a 20, I would be proud, because I would say, yeah, I have studied so hard and I achieved this, and this is mine, so I'm proud of it. But being born in a country like in Iran, you know, I'm in West Azerbaijan, okay? West Azerbaijan. I'm literally like 100 kilometers away from Turkey. So if I just was a little that way, I would be in Turkey. So I don't understand what patriotism have in here. What should I be proud of being Iranian? I mean, it's just my idea. You don't have to agree with it. I'm impressed by the Persians I know and those I have met here in London. So he's from London. They have been friendly, good-natured, and in some cases inspirational. They are high achievers, very civilized people. I also admire the fact that Iran is the only nation to stand up against US bullying, to refuse to bow down before Americanization, and to actually resist the colonial mistreatment of the Palestinians and others in the Levant. Yeah, I really agree with that part, but it's just one point of view. You see, yeah, we did that. Okay, we did that to become better. We did that to have a better future. But look at us now. Like after 40 years, we are just worse than what we have been in that time. So it wasn't such a great achievement after all. We had so many people died on those days, like I don't know, thousands of people died in the streets, and it was just such a waste, man. Iran is a great country with an epic history and people that have achieved much even in the modern era. Okay, I mean, if we consider stuff like sanctions and stuff, yeah, it is really hard for us to grow, you know. Francis Chevalier, I don't know how to read that. He lives in Paris, so this name is French, and I don't know French, so I can't read names in French. I knew early on that Iran was another name for Persia, that it was associated to rugs, and that it had a king called the Shah. Okay. I mean, yeah, we are just known for our rugs, you know. Persian rugs are the best rugs, literally, you can find in the whole world. And yeah, it sounds incredible today that Pier Paolo Pasolini shot parts of his very erotic 1001 Nights there. Oh, really? I didn't know that, actually. This story, I have been reading this story when I was a child. It called Hezar و یک شب. I must have been 14, 14, walking on the Champs Elysees with a friend and passing the headquarters of Iran Air. It had suddenly all been shrouded in black, and there was a huge portrait of Ayatollah Khamenei in the middle. I can still hear myself saying to my friend, but this is just like Hitler. The spectacle of groups of people hanged to cranes didn't give me a better impression of the regime, which is still in place nowadays. At this point, many Iranians came to Paris. Some were even at my school, and the girls actually wore quite a lot of makeup. These Iranian people, man. My desk is so stupid. I'm just hitting it by mistake, and it's an earthquake. And what is this? I hold to the naive thought that the people who creates beautiful things cannot be evil, and this is a paradox because the present regime in Iran comes rather close to my very idea of evil. What is this one? Oh, this is some Persian music. Nice. I don't know what this is called. What is it? I can easily show this stuff to you because in Iran we don't have something called copyright. So I'm not going to be copyright strike for this. You can listen easily. Okay, that's enough. Shut up. Zahir Hossein, Iran is the best in the world. Shut up, man. Iranians are, as a whole, are very kind, soft-spoken, hear opposite with respect, feel proud of their culture, but there are many other nations. Who cares? Shut up. Why I place it at best? Okay, he's going to describe why. In spite of all provocation and instigations for 41 years, it responded with great patience in a very cool manner. Shut up, man. Shut up. You don't know anything. It fought a destructive war for 8 years without any open support from any country, but with full backing of its own people. Yeah, we loved our country in those days. I find Iran one of the few countries in the world, less Scandinavia, where government spends all monies on its people's welfare. Differences in priorities can be debated, but money is not pocketed by... Are you sure you're talking about Iran? You're wrong, man. We don't see any money here. 19% of the money of our country just goes to military stuff. Let me see the comments. Change your doctor. This was great. Upvote, man. Upvote. I like you. I like you. Let me... That's it for now. Thank you if you watched till the end. And that's it. See you the day after tomorrow, I guess.